Imagine this. You're at work, and your phone rings. It's an unknown number, you answer, and a calm, official-sounding voice says, "We're calling from FedEx Mumbai. A package in your name has been intercepted. It contains narcotics." Your heart stops. Before you can think, you're transferred to a Mumbai cyber cell officer. The next voice is harsher, more authoritative. Suddenly, you're on a WhatsApp video call. It's a man in a police uniform, a fake emblem on the wall, a bustling police station in the background. He holds up a document with your photo, a case number, in legal jargon you don't understand. Then he says the words, "You are under digital arrest. If you disconnect this call or talk to anyone, you will be arrested from your home within the hour. Over the next few days, without anyone ever laying a hand on you, your entire life savings disappear." This isn't a movie script. It's the terrifying new face of cybercrime in India. They call it digital arrest, a phrase that sounds real but, in the eyes of the law, does not exist. There is no such thing in the Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, or any other law. No police officer, no CBI, no court can legally arrest you over a phone or video call. And yet, between 2022 and 2024, Indians lost at least 1,900 crore rupees to this exact scam, with reported cases nearly tripling in just 2 years. To understand how this happens, listen to this true story. In 2024, a neurologist at one of India's top hospitals will call her doctor, or got a call. A SIM card linked to her Aadhaar was apparently used in a money laundering racket. The caller spoke flawless official Hindi, quoted sections of the IT Act, and threatened to suspend her medical license and passport. In minutes, she was on a Skype call with a fake Delhi CBI officer. On her screen, she saw what looked like a real government office. Flags, emblems, files, people walking in the background. They told her she was now under digital arrest until they could clear her name. If she told anyone, even her husband, she'd be considered a co-conspirator. For the next 3 days, they held her captive through her screen. They kept her on continuous video calls, watching her eat, watching her sleep. They forced her to take leave from the hospital, threatening her with jail, media trials, and raids on her parents' home. In this state of pure terror, they slowly guided her to liquidate every rupee she owned. Her bank accounts, her mutual funds, her retirement savings, her insurance policies, about 2.5 crore rupees in total, were all moved into so-called safe government escrow accounts. Of course, those accounts belong to the scammers. And she's not alone. Anjali from Gurugram lost 5.8 crore rupees after a courier scam turned into a 5-day digital arrest. They monitored her every move on Skype, threatened her young son, and forced her to sit in front of a camera like a prisoner in a virtual cell. Under this psychological siege, she broke her fixed deposits, redeemed all her investments, and wired everything to investigation accounts. The moment the final transfer was done, the call ended. The screen went black. There were no handcuffs, no police, no bars, just a devastated woman, alone in her living room, her bank balance zero, her mind shattered. This is the signature of the digital arrest epidemic. The criminals don't need guns. They weaponize our fear of the state. The script is terrifyingly consistent. It starts with someone pretending to be from a courier company, a bank, or a telecom provider. Your parcel has illegal items. Your SIM is being misused. Your account is linked to a money laundering case. Before you can think, you're escalated to fake law enforcement, police, CBI, even Interpol. The call moves to WhatsApp or Skype, where they show you fake IDs, forged furs, and doctored court orders. Once you're on that video call, phase 2 begins: isolation. You're digitally arrested, not allowed to leave your house, switch off your phone, or speak to anyone. They order you to prop your phone up so your face is always visible. They keep the camera on while you eat, sleep, even when you go to the washroom. It's because you're terrified that disconnecting the call will trigger a real raid. All the while, they bombard you with legal jargon and DPS, PMLA, UAPA, and threats of non-bailable offenses and passport cancellation. You're too scared to verify anything. Your brain is in survival mode. Then comes phase 3, extraction. Under the guise of asset verification to prove your innocence, they tell you to move all your money into safe accounts controlled by the court or the RBI. They demand screenshots, OTPs, or ask you to install remote access apps to help you. They warn you not to tell your family or your bank, claiming they might also be under suspicion. For hours, or even days, they walk you through closing your fixed deposits, deeming mutual funds, selling stocks, and even taking out personal loans. The money is then funneled through dozens of mule accounts and wired to crypto wallets or offshore banks, mostly in Southeast Asia. By the time you start to question what's happening, your money is gone. On paper, it sounds absurd. How could educated people fall for this? But the numbers tell a brutal story. Reported cases of digital arrest scams jumped from around 45,000 in 2022 to over 1.2 lakh in 2024. The total amount lost exploded from 91 crore rupees to nearly 1,935 crore in the same period. That's a 21-fold increase. The average loss per victim has skyrocketed, showing that scammers are now targeting professionals, business owners, and retirees with substantial savings. And these are just the reported cases. Investigations have traced these scams to organized transnational networks, many operating from fraud factories in Cambodia, Myanmar, and Laos. Their trafficked workers are forced to run these scams, using scripts perfected to induce maximum fear. These syndicates rely on a local network of money mules and compromised insiders to move the money quickly. The scam is so effective because it perfectly exploits our social conditioning. We're taught to never mess with the police, the CBI, or the courts. Most of us have no idea how a real investigation works. So when a stern voice on a video call claims to be an officer and flashes a fake badge, our first instinct is to comply, not to question. The victims aren't ignorant. They're doctors, engineers, professors, and retired officers who freeze when accused of something as serious as terror financing or money laundering. Tragically, some have even died by suicide from the trauma and shame. Thankfully, the state is finally waking up to this threat. High courts have declared that there is no concept of digital arrest under Indian law. Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself warned citizens in his Mann Ki Baat address. No genuine agency interrogates you over WhatsApp or demands money to avoid arrest. The Supreme Court has called it an organized nationwide threat and has given the CBI full jurisdiction to investigate these scams across the country, ordering banks and telecom companies to cooperate in real time. So, what is the most important takeaway for you? How do you protect yourself if that call ever comes to you? First, remember this non-negotiable fact. There is no such thing as a digital arrest in India. No genuine agency will ever tell you that you are under arrest on a video call. It will never ask you to transfer money to safe accounts to prove your innocence. They will never conduct an entire investigation over WhatsApp or Skype. They will never threaten you with immediate arrest if you hang up. And they will never, ever ask for your OTPs or banking passwords. Any such demand is, by definition, a scam. Second, if you get a call like this, your power is in disconnection. Just hang up. Don't argue. Don't test them. Don't stay on the line out of curiosity. Your first action should be to hang up. Then, immediately call the National Cyber Fraud Helpline at 1930 and inform your bank to freeze any recent transactions. Finally, file a complaint at cybercrime.gov. In with all the details you have. Right now, as you're watching this, another phone is ringing somewhere in India. On the other end, someone is hearing those chilling words. You are under digital arrest. Whether that call ends with another life ruined or with a disconnected line might just depend on whether they've heard a story like this one. Share this video and spread the awareness. Thank you for watching.